So if I helped one person out with this video, I'd be happy. It's not the type of video I make, but I'm in my garage. I make things. I have a channel about making things. I did that because I needed a way to relax 3 years ago, and I kind of built this kind of what's called my hovel, a place I go to, and I just make stuff. But this video is about really my success story, and I don't want it to be long. So I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm not a doctor. This is just a personal success story. But I'm really kind of excited that I can make it, because if you were or are in where I was at, and I've been there twice in my life, you're anxious, you're depressed, you kind of just lost hope. I just first, generally, there is another side to that. There's other end to that. And we live in a world that has amazing technology, and I'm really talking about both therapy people and some medicine. So I have had success with both Zoloft and Lexapro, and for different reasons. 10 years ago, I was going through some major stuff, and I'm not going to go into details in this video. And I literally had cycling thoughts, and I couldn't calm down. It led to depression. I finally took someone's advice, and I went to see a doctor, a psychiatrist, and I got a prescription for Zoloft. Didn't work. I didn't really have any side symptoms. I don't remember them. And after around 3.5 to 4 weeks, I started to feel normal, but didn't associate it with Zoloft. Finally, I completely came out of what I was dealing with. It was just sort of just rumination, random, excessive thoughts, couldn't calm down. And it led to just indifference and sadness. Depression is terrible because at least if you're sad, you're feeling something. But depression, you have nothing. And I recently, and I don't know if it's COVID, there's always a reason. There's a breakup, there's something, there's a loss. There's always a reason why you think you're sad or you're whatever, but you're designed to enjoy this beautiful world. You are designed to enjoy the people around you. You're not designed to have constant negative thoughts or constantly to have things and media and everything else. You are designed to live and enjoy this beautiful planet. Recently, I started with anxiousness and thoughts and news about all these things that have happened this year during COVID. And honestly, I'd like to say this was a COVID problem, but it wasn't. Every single winter I had during January and February, call it, sad seasonal depression disorder. I got sad, and it happened like clockwork every February, and I couldn't avoid it. Recently, I started taking a lot higher doses of vitamin D, and that's helped me the last 2 winters. So get your vitamin D checked. So, Lexapro. Now, I was worried about Lexapro. There's some side effects. There's some all types of things that you can just Google. I'm not going to go into it. I'd be happy to respond to you in comments. But total success. I was taking it for a year and nothing. And a friend of mine, I told him I was having trouble sleeping and I just woke up in the middle of the night and was constantly ruminating, thinking, trying to solve things. Not really motivated to do one particular thing, but just all over the place. Anxiousness, worrying about the future, anxiety, worrying about the future. Depression is sadness about the past. And he said, I've felt like that before, but ever since I take that medication, well, it turns out the medication he was referring to was the medication I was taking. And I'm like, what is it not working? What I was doing was thinking I needed a little bit of the medication. I wasn't taking the prescribed dose. I was just biting it in half. Sometimes I wouldn't take it. Sometimes I would. Sometimes I'd get a big chunk. Sometimes I wouldn't. It just wasn't on a regular basis. And then I decided, what if I just tried it? What else could I lose? We've lost so much this year. I realize I'm blessed and I understand what position you could possibly be in, but what if it worked? So I did some research, and it turned out that it takes a while. So I decided to take the regular dose of the 10 milligrams. There's just a regular little pill, because I know you can take 30 and 20 and all these other ones. So 2 weeks, I still didn't feel worse. In fact, 2 weeks, I felt worse. And then right after that, I read an internet article of someone that said 3 weeks in, things were better. And so, in fact, right after that point, I started just to feel normal. In fact, I actually, this time, over Zoloft, I actually felt a little bit energized. I was more peaceful. I would just sit in a chair and just enjoy being there. I didn't have to do anything. I think the reason why people gain weight on this medication is that they feel normal. They just kind of want to enjoy the flavor of ice cream. They want to enjoy the flavor of those chips. You got to watch out for that. But that's certainly a good trade-off to me compared to depression and anxiety. So I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not your dad. But here's what I want to share with you. The success story is I didn't wait long enough. I didn't take the prescribed amount. Now, just like Zoloft, maybe I have to go off it. Maybe this whole COVID thing will be behind us. I don't think anytime soon. I mean, we're lucky enough to have the vaccine here, but let alone everywhere else. But I know that you're struggling. I know that there's something that you're dealing with. You may not need anything. You may need to exercise. People that take medication definitely get a lot of value just going for a walk. This is an amazing world that we live in with podcasts and YouTube videos and other things else. But you got to get to a baseline. You have to get to a point that you can help yourself. You can help yourself. And if you're not at that point, there's no sense of trying to read a good book, The Power of Now, or Understanding the Moment, or Living Life, or meditation, or whatever. Whatever. What you need to do is get your mind to a baseline where you feel good enough, and you need to know yourself well enough. If you take a medication and it has side effects, most likely those will diminish. They will go down. You are worth trying this out. You are worth experimenting and getting through this. So if you take medication, make sure you taper off. Make sure you listen to what your doctor is saying. But it is worth it. You have to stick with it. You have to take care of yourself. And you'll find out that the older you get, the more you need self-care, the more you need to, I'm not talking about going to a massage. I'm talking about just being peaceful, letting yourself off the hook, letting go of some of these worries and concerns you have. But you got to get to that point. And if you're depressed, that's a really tough place to be. And you got to get out of that. And sometimes exercise isn't enough. You got to get pulled out of that rut. And that's what helped me. And that's what I'm sharing here right now. And I feel so grateful to be able to share this with you, because I would have liked to have made a video when I was down and out this year. Yeah. I mean, go look at the videos that I released. You can tell when I was struggling. But the fact of the matter, and I know I'm blessed, I realize that, but the fact of the matter is I was deeply in a place I couldn't get out of without it. And it turned out that I needed to take the prescribed dose. You need to go see someone. You need to tell the person that you love to go see someone, because I have no idea what will work for you. I'm telling you 2 success stories of 2 times that it's done it, and it's worked both times in my life. And if you need it, I'm sorry that if you have a thing against medications and stuff like this, I think there's something there that will get you to the baseline. If you find yourself too tired, or if it's not working, or over a period of years you're gaining or losing weight, you're not liking that, then readjust things. It's worth trying things different out. You are worth it. You are absolutely worth it. So anyways, I love you. I know this isn't the regular type of video I made. I needed to make this video for myself. I really hope if I could just help one person just understand and have hope. There's another side to things, and you have no idea what is in store for your life. So please hang in there. I love you. Take care. And really really believe in yourself. Bye.